Alright, so what I'm doing here is I'm actually making a video on the young pups that came out, the young litter that came out from the Gerbils. Now, in case some of you are still not certain what a Gerbil is, it's not a mouse, it's far from a mouse, okay? It is basically from the rodent family, but what difference it has is that, first of all, of course, the colors are different. Each Gerbil has a tail, okay, and I'm unable to pull out the adult one because they're all hiding under the shelter. And but if you can see, they have a tail, and the difference is that these Gerbils, their tails, if I can get it clearer, is furry. Okay, it's unlike the rat, which is kind of like scaly and like a snake kind of thing. But a Gerbil has a tail, and when it's young, it's not that furry. Okay, but as it grows older, it gets furry, and it's really nice to touch. Okay. So that's what a gerbil is. Now, why am I making this video? Because just yesterday at 11:45 p.m. to around 12 a.m., the gerbil actually gave birth to 6 pups. Okay, so the 6 pups are currently here, and something very interesting comparative to hamsters is that gerbils, you're not allowed to touch their babies, but you can touch the babies, you can shift the babies, and the mother does not mind, they're not going to eat up the babies just because you touch them. And the interesting thing also is that the younger siblings of the litter will actually come and take care. And I wasn't able to get this down on camera yesterday night because the gerbils, it was very dark, and the gerbil actually gave birth very late. But actually what happened was that the mother would actually try to carry the baby by the mouth and put them at the corner of the tank, okay? And apart from just putting them at the corner of the tank, it was continuously dig, and whenever the babies kind of like move far away, not because the babies can crawl away, but because the mother actually while in the process of digging actually kick them aside, then it would use its mouth to pull them back again. Okay, so that's what happened. Now what you see down here is the bigger gerbil, and over here is the sibling of the young litter that you see previously, which is still red, no fur yet. So today is actually less than 1 day of birth for those, and what you see down here is basically the sibling. Okay, so over here you see the siblings, they'll just play around, they'll leave the baby there, and let's try to get in closer to the babies. Let's see if I can do it. Here you go, you can see the eyes are kind of closed. It will open only around 2.5 to 3 weeks. Okay, for these younger ones, what happened is that it opened around close to 2.5 weeks. Yeah, okay, you can see it's starting to jump. Alright, so let me just show you a little bit more on the gerbil, what they're actually doing. This is actually the first day where I see this one trying to jump up. Hopefully it's not trying to escape or anything, but this is the first time I actually see this gerbil trying to jump. Okay, the parents, so far I have not really jumped except for this Pythagouti one. And what happened was that this Pythagouti gerbil, they actually jumped out, and when I woke up, it actually came to my feet and actually sniffed. And that is something which at least I have not seen in hamsters, okay, and rabbits. What happens in hamsters and rabbits is that when you wake up and they sense movement, they actually run away from you. Okay, the one big difference between a gerbil and a normal animal is that gerbils actually want to gain your trust. Okay, you need them to gain your trust. So unlike hamsters where they kind of like bite you or hurt you sometimes, gerbils don't do that. Okay, they hardly bite unless you scare them, unless you really irritate them also. But if you gain your trust, their trust, then what happens is that they actually allow you to carry them. They actually walk around your body and they won't fall off. Okay, now having said that, it is a generalization. Of course, there are certain gerbils that they actually dare not, they dare to actually jump down. So it really depends. Okay, you can see down here that there's certain movement on the litter. So actually close up, what you see is it looks like plastic toys. Okay, close up you actually see, and it looks a little like plastic toys. Okay, that's the mother kind of blocking the view. Not sure if it's because it knows I am, looking at the babies. But they look like plastic toys, and you can see one of the elder sibling actually just resting there, sleeping at the corner there. So this is what they do. They clean up for each other. It's a very community thing, and they actually protect each other. Something very different from what I see in hamsters. Gerbils tend to like socializing. They also tend to like taking care of each other and playing with each other. So I see most of the time when I look at hamsters and when I understand about hamsters, I'm not an expert on hamsters, but when I observe hamsters, it seems like they are pretty much better off by themselves. They may actually get in fights or so. You can see sometimes the baby want to drink the milk, and then the elder sibling also want to drink the milk. So then there goes the struggle. Although we see that it looks like, they are bullying the young or so, but actually it's okay, it's the way they do things. So this is the first hand view of it. It is the first time I see the young litter of a gerbil. So yes, last night what happened was that I was actually using my computer, and I looked down, and I actually thought that somehow the gerbils shit out something really huge, like big shit or anything. I thought it was a common thing. And then later I was wondering, hey, it can't be, because how can something so huge come out of a gerbil? And when I looked again, it was the young. So I was pretty surprised. See the young one trying to get the mother's attention or milk, I'm not sure. You can see them scratching the young, but it's okay. No issues at all. Alright, so I'm gonna record again if there's progress, but if not, then you can see that that's how the mother protects the young. Kind of like just dig around and leave them in a pile. Alright, thank you.